Hello, my name is Kevin. I'm a singer-songwriter living in London, Ontario. Today we're going to be looking at the components of a channel strip and understanding their usage and position in the signal flow. We're going to be looking at a Behringer 16-track powered mixer. The vertical sections of knobs you see are the channel strips, and they're all identical in function and use. This is what is called a modular device, meaning that one channel strip is exactly like all the others, and once you learn one, you pretty well know the function of all of them. The signal flow is pretty much from top to bottom. There's a few exceptions, the top being the input section and the bottom being the fader section. We're going to start at the top. This is the input section. The first one is the XLR input, and it accepts a microphone XLR cable or a direct box connection. And next we have the line input, and it accepts a balanced TRS cable or an unbalanced TS cable, which is usually used for a guitar or a bass guitar. And this is the insert I/O plug. This is often found on the back of most mixers. On this particular one, it's on the front. It allows you to add an external device into the signal flow or loop an external equalizer or compressor. With this, you would have to use an insert cable, which is a TRS tip ring sleeve plug on one side and splits into two TS cables. Now, all your input sections come with a input trim control. Mine is located slightly lower on its own row. This allows you to control the gain or volume of all your inputs. And next we have auxiliary sends. Now these are somewhat out of order of the signal flow, but they will allow you a separate output for your track, and they can also function as a secondary mix. In this diagram we see a pre-fader send going out to a monitor, and we have a post-fader send going out to a effects unit. And next we have the EQ section, and this allows for general spectral manipulation. You won't always find this in your digital audio workstation. They usually rely on the inserts for this sort of thing. But on here you'll find the highs and the mids and the low EQ knobs. And this particular board also has two monitor mix volume knobs, as well as two onboard effect controller knobs. And at the bottom we have the pan control. This is also a bit out of order of the signal flow, but it changes the level between the left or right side of that channel. This becomes important when you're using channels that are in stereo in a digital audio workstation. And again, I'll reiterate that with the channel strip, the input is mono and becomes stereo. And directly below that we have the mute button, which allows you to cut out that channel, and the pre-fader level button. And down at the bottom we have the main volume fader, and on analog mixing board you have a unity gain section here, and this is a section where it doesn't amplify or attenuate the signal, so it's easy to get your gains all right on different instruments. At the bottom of all these channel strips, all these faders combine onto the master bus fader. This is the master bus, which controls all your inputs and all your faders. And this works with the LED display, which is your level setting feedback. And you set all your trims based on this. And you can also see the level of the entire mix. Now, when you're looking at this, you want to keep it green. It's okay for it to peak a bit into the yellow, but you don't want it to be going into the red. And that's it. That's your channel strip, and I appreciate you listening to my little demonstration here, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much.